I'm Charlie Katie reporting for FRES News.
And I'm Elias Dick, here to tell you about Mount Hope Cemetery.
And Asbury First United Methodist Church. I interviewed Senior Minister Reverend Dr. Stephen Cady, my dad, for some facts. Asbury First was founded when there were two churches, Asbury and First. When First burned down, Asbury became Asbury First United Methodist Church. It has been going strong for 198 years. We plan to celebrate its bicentennial in 2 years. Right now, it has the longest church aisle in Rochester. The church has a lot of programs for helping the poor. We have a storehouse where we donate clothes to homeless or poor children. There's the Dining and Caring Center, where we give food to the people who don't have food. Finally, I'd like to tell you about the office building. It used to be the home of George Eastman, the founder of Kodak. Once there was a murderer there in the 1930s. Well, that's all I wrote. Back to you, Elias.
Mount Hope Cemetery has a beautiful 196 acres of land. It was founded in 1838 and is certified as burial grounds by the Green Council. The cemetery was sculpted by glaciers. The annual growth rate of the cemetery is 500 to 600 burials a year. There are some very important people buried there, such as Susan B. Anthony and Frederick Douglass. That's all I have to tell you about Mount Hope Cemetery. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Oh, hi. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Today I'm going to talk about my school, and maybe yours too, French Road Elementary. French Road is in Brighton, New York, and is on, no surprise, French Road. I've interviewed some students here at French Road. I asked questions, and they gave answers. Third grader Emery says that she likes French Road, and you will have a very good time at French Road. Fourth grader Erin says that some things she likes about French Road are the lockers and the library, and she's very excited for fifth grade. And finally, fifth grader Megan, who had a very good time here at French Road and is excited for the middle school. I've also interviewed 3 teachers here at FRES. Miss Covert, who is my own 4th grade teacher, has been working here for 14 years and has always been a 4th grade teacher. Mrs. French, who is a perfect name for this school, has been working here for 30 years. Wow, that's a long time. So anyway, Miss French is a math specialist. She does math all day long with 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. She actually used to be a 4th grade teacher. And finally, Mr. LaPaglia, who's been working here for 27 years and has been a gym teacher since he graduated from college. Okay, enough with that. Now on to the FRES building. It has been added on to 5 times. That is a lot. The first school was made in the 1950s. The second school was a middle school and built in the 1970s. The third school was built in the 1980s. The fourth school was made in the 1990s, and the fifth school was made in the 2000s. That's what the school, which is the school is now. Some of the principals at French Road are Dr. Rio, the principal now, Mr. Como, Dr. Hall, Mr. Schaffheimer, Mrs. Van Hagen, and Mr. O'Connor. That's some FRES history. It's been nice talking to you. Sign out.
Roar!
What the what? Why are you acting like a tiger? And why did you have to wake me up? I was beauty sleeping.
Don't you remember?
Remember what?
We're doing a report on the RIT Tiger sports teams.
Oh yeah, well let's not waste any more time and get right into it.
Today we're going to be
teaching you about the RIT Tigers women volleyball team. In the season of 2018, they placed second out of 7 teams in the Liberty League.
They won 6 games and lost 1 in 2018.
The only game they lost in the season was against Ithaca. The teams in the Liberty League are
Ithaca, Vassar, Clarkson, Union, Skidmore, St. Lawrence, Bard, and of course, RIT.
We are going to be doing a special report on Katie Hobler.
Her number on the RIT women's volleyball team is number 5.
Her position on the team is outside hitter.
She's 6'5".
Wow, I'm nowhere near that.
Okay, well, let's not get sidetracked here.
Her hometown is Rochester, New York.
Her high school was Our Lady of Mercy High School.
Okay, well that's all for today, folks. Bye! Oh, hi there. I'm Akash here on FRES News, and I will be talking about the Genesee River. The Genesee River is a tributary of Lake Ontario, flowing north through the Twin Tiers of Pennsylvania and New York in the U.S. The Genesee River is one of the few rivers that flows northward, other than the River Nile. Genesee is also called Kaskan-Chiagan, from its source atop a hill in Potter County, Pennsylvania, to its end at Lake Ontario. Within the state of New York, the Genesee River flows 160 miles north and drops 2,250 feet through a full range of rural, suburban, and urban communities. The Genesee River is really important to the city of Rochester. It was the first source of energy to a growing community. That's all I have. Back to sleep.
Hello, I'm Gabe.
And I'm Drew.
We will talk about the Rochester Subway. In 1918, the Erie Canal was rerouted to bypass downtown Rochester, and in 1919, the canal was brought to service as a subway. Tracks were laid and the subway was built. In 1927, the subway opened after several constructional delays and was powered by overhead electric wires. During World War II, the subway was plagued because of limited materials. Rochester decided to try to get rid of all the streetcars above ground by 1940, leaving the subway as a single line of what was a much more understandable system. While the number of riders reached its peak during World War II because of gas and oil shortages, it quickly declined after the war.
By the late 40s and early 50s, plans were developed to build a system of high-speed expressways around the city. The eastern part of the subway route was chosen for a small part of Interstate 490. While declining ridership and governmental policies that supported private automobiles over public transportation, there was few resistance against the abandonment of the subway, which led to a permanent shutdown of the subway. On June 30th, 1956, the last ride of the subway was given. Today, tourists explore the abandoned subway.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Hello, I'm Lainey. When Jello was first made, only the rich ate it. Jello was first made in 1845 by Peter Cooper. It comes from boiling animal hide and hooves. Jello strengthens bones and teeth and is a remedy for diabetes. The 4 original flavors are lemon, strawberry, orange, and raspberry. When immigrants arrived on Ellis Island, they gave out free Jello molds. Jello has identical brainwaves as adults. Bye.
Hi, I'm Henry Rush, and I'm here to talk about Seabreeze. Did you know that Seabreeze opened on August 5th, 1879? Now it is about 140 years old, and the Norris family owns it. Do you know that Seabreeze is the 4th oldest park in the United States and 12th oldest in the world? Though Seabreeze's name was once Dreamland, it changed its name back to Seabreeze. There was once a fire that destroyed the carousel, but they rebuilt it. Bye.
Thanks, Henry Rush. Hello, this is Elliott Justin reporting from the Eastman Mansion. I am here to talk about the life of George Eastman. George Eastman was born on July 12, 1854 in Waterville, New York. Tragically, his father died when he was 8, and one of his older sisters died from polio. George dropped out of high school at age 14 to support the family income. He eventually decided to become a bookkeeper at the Rochester Savings Bank. When Eastman was 24, he went to Santo Domingo and, on the advice of a friend, bought equipment to document the trip. However, he never brought it along because it was so bulky. Instead, he researched how to make photography easier for people to use. This kicked off his career. His first camera, named Kodak, was instantly a hit. Later, he manufactured the Brownie camera for kids, and soon they were flying off the sales racks. George also invented roll film, which made taking pictures a breeze. He never really married or raised a family because he was always busy with his company, Kodak. Sadly, Eastman died on March 14, 1932 at the age of 77. At the time of his death, Eastman had $84.9 million. During his lifetime, he donated $100 million to various organizations. Here's a quote from Robert Eastman. "The life of our community in the future needs what our schools of music and of other fine arts can give them. It is necessary for people to have an interest in life outside their occupations."
Hi, I'm Matthew.
And I'm Timmy. We are here in the ESPN newsroom with some breaking news on the U of R. The U of R, located in Rochester, New York, was founded in 1850 by Dr. Ward Woodbury Jr. The U of R also has the 33rd best education in the nation. With a 34% acceptance rate and an 84% graduation rate, about 2,300 seniors graduate from the U of R each year. Also, about 75% of freshmen are in pre-med, which is why U of R also has a great medical center.
One important building at the U of R is the Frederick Douglass Building. At the Frederick Douglass Building, students learn how it was when black people were treated worse than white people. The U of R also has a sports program that exceeds in soccer, basketball, cross country, and squash. Squash is a game that involves the ball getting hit against the wall and the ball getting hit against the wall again by the opponent. Those are the facts on the U of R that we have. Back to you.
Hi, my name is Nathaniel.
And my name's Nate.
And we're here to talk about the RIT Magic and Golisano Institute of Sustainability GIS buildings.
The GIS building has a lot of special features.
First off, to heat the rooms in the GIS building, they would heat up the room with the glass because there was copper in the glass.
Also, there are wind turbines in front of the GIS building to convert wind to energy.
For the Magic building, they have a big room which they film movies in.
Also, they have a movie theater that has speakers everywhere.
Here are some fun facts about RIT. In 2018, it was RIT's 50th anniversary on the Henrietta campus. The campus was originally in downtown Rochester.
The RIT campus used to be on a farm.
Another cool fact is that there are 15,194,656 bricks on campus, and there were about 19,000 students in 2016.
RIT was founded by Nathaniel Rochester. Another thing is that my dad made the first green building, the GIS building.
The materials cost $10 million, and there are some cool facts about RIT. Thank you guys for watching the FRES News Show.
I hope you learned a lot about RIT.